Hey everyone, welcome back to Just On Case. Today we got an exciting gameplay featuring the one and only Jafar striking Illusionist. If you're not familiar, Jafar is all about the sweet lore gain, getting one lore for each card drawn during your turn while he is exerted. Now this Amethyst card perfectly aligns with the color strength in drawing. Imagine this. Per Jafar with a whole new world, and you're looking at a whooping 7 lore gain. Add some friends from the other side to the mix and you got an extra 2 lore. Not to mention that you also get the additional card draw from those specific cards. The best part? Jafar is shiftable, allowing you to play him on top of another Jafar on turn 5, sing a whole new world in the same turn with him, and gain a massive 7 lore. That's a game-changing combo right there. To maximize our chances of getting this onto the playing field, our deck is loaded with strong shift targets, each holding its own weight. And of course we got characters in the mix specifically designed to draw even more cards. I couldn't resist adding in the Queen's Castle as well, because it brings in the 2 lore every turn as passive lore, and the card for each character at this location. You can find the full deck list in the info box. But for now, let's explore the strength of Jafar and his incredible combo potential. And here we have the mulligan. We don't have neither Whole New World or Jafar, so I'm keeping the evasive 2-drop and throwing everything out. So they're playing an Emerald Amethyst combo, and because of that, I think they're gonna have Ursula on turn 2, so I threw out the song because they would, get rid of it anyway and choose Maleficent as the card draw engine for turn 3. As an initial ink, I just ink Banja immediately because, as I mentioned, I think this is an aggro deck and they don't usually play items, so I get rid of that. And yeah, they do play Merfolk on turn 1. I play the evasive Jafar on turn 2. And they do bring out Ursula as soon as they have 2 inks. However, I don't have any songs, so that doesn't have a big effect on me. Here I ink Madame Mim to play Maleficent for the card draw because I'm still missing the Whole New World. With Jafar, I take out the Merfolk because that's too lore. You just can't have that on the field for a long run, especially until turn 5 or 4 when I can get started on the lore gain. Usually on turn 3 they play the legendary Ursula, and that's what happens here as well. So this Ursula can sing a song twice, if it's like cost 2, 3, or 1. So next turn I will probably see that. This deck usually plays the Mulan song, which doesn't affect me, so I'm not that scared here though. And instead of that they play Friends on the Other Side, which again doesn't affect me. So I'm just debating what to play next turn. So this Ursula coming down here was a surprise because I didn't even know what she's doing. When this character quests, choosing opposing character can ready at the start of their next turn. I haven't seen this played before, but that's alright. This is the start of a new set. There are a lot of cards I'm not familiar with yet. The Queen Castle only gets card draws when you have characters there at the beginning of the turn. It costs 1 to move there, so I don't have enough. I finally shivved the Jafar and hoping for the Whole New World to come up. Inca Jetsam. So they have both sets of Jetsams. This is a very fishy deck, or maybe it's not even the deck that most people play with the bounce, it's just a very fishy deck. They take out my Maleficent, which is fine, and with an incredible luck I draw Whole New World. I ink so that there is no waste in my cards. I sing Whole New World, getting me 7 cards as well as 7 lore. And with the remaining 6, I'm debating what to do. So they do have 2, 4, 6 lore on the field, and I just want to maximize my draws, so I play Chernobog's Follower, which you can banish to get the card draw in the next turn, and I move it to the Queen's Castle so that it also gets me another lore in the beginning of the turn. So they double sing Southern Chill, so I have to get rid of 2 cards, I choose the non-inkable Merlin and Tiana, which I don't plan to play. They ink one of the riffraffs. I think that's game. So they sing bestowed gift twice and move 2 damage from their Ursula to my Jafar, but that's not enough. Jafar was so evasive, and they don't have any evasive on the field to attack him, so it's quite safe for now. So they use Ursula's ability on Jafar so that he cannot ready at the start of next turn, which is perfectly fine with me because I need him to be exerted. Then I play the rabbit and I'm done. In the next setup, I was playing against Ruby Amethyst, and with the mulliganing, I just thrown out everything except the Jafar and the friends from the other side. I kept friends from the other side this turn because I wasn't afraid of them using Ursula or bare necessity to get rid of it, and I was lucky because I have friends, Whole New World and Jafar in my hand already. I ink smash because I have 2 of them, and pass because my earliest is a 2-drop Jafar. They ink a snake to play a Cusco, who also has a card draw ability when he's banished, but that's fine. I'm inking a smash, which might be questionable, but I wanted to have 2 Jafar options in case they take it out. Therefore, I ink smash and put down the 3/2 Jafar. They ink the fox, and then they play down another Cusco. Quest with the other one, and that's the turn. I draw another non-inkable, so the situation is getting a bit tight. I decide to ink friends because I already have all the card draw I need. What I need more is to have a backup Jafar I can shift on. So I play Jafar, which also allows me to select what card I'm gonna draw next turn, and I want it to be inkable because I don't have that. I of course don't quest with Jafar because I don't want them to take it out. However, they play down a Pinocchio, which kind of defeats my points because they can exert Jafar right on the spot and take it out with Cusco. With the Cuscos actually. So Cusco is a 1/2, Jafar is a 3/2, so Jafar does take out both Cuscos, but that's just, you know, a bigger loss on me because I lost my Jafar, and now they get to draw 2 cards. Then they use Snake to bounce back to Pinocchio, which is great because then the next turn they can just use him to kill my other Jafar. Now, I don't have any real solution to this. I ink Tinkerbell to keep up with the drawing, and I take out the snake with the and then along came Zeus action because Pinocchio is coming down and my Jafar will be vulnerable. My thinking was maybe they will not have enough ink, but what was I thinking? They can play down Pinocchio and then have enough ink to play down the fox, which has rush, and that is what they're doing. And there goes my Jafar. Now, I'm quite tied up here because I have a Jafar, and he's the only one I have as inkable. I play down the rabbit, and that gets me the Queen's Castle. They sing friends from the other side, which is fine by me. I'm really debating what to do on my turn. I can play the castle, or I can ink the castle, but then what do I really do? Then Benja comes, and I'm quite happy to ink him. But the question still remains, maybe I should... what should I do? I decide to play down the Queen's Castle and move the rabbit there. I will not quest with the rabbit instead I will take out the fox to protect my location, because that's the only lore gain I have right now, and I'm still at 0. Which is not great, because we are reaching, you know, the scary limit of Ruby, where they have Be Prepared. So even if I do set up the board, without a shift target for Jafar, I will have to wait a turn, and they could just Be Prepared the whole board. They play a goat, and that leaves us with 4-2 in my turn. I play the 4-drop Jafar, who gets as many strength as I have cards, which is a great card, but I'm hoping he sticks to the board so that I can shift Jafar next turn. But they do have the Pinocchio in their hand still, because they bombed it with the fox, so they play down, and then take out my Jafar with the combination of attacking, and that banishes Prince Eric, and then Prince Eric is banished, therefore his ability is activated so that they can banish a character, and then they take out Jafar. They play down Maui with the remaining ink and take it down. With the goat they take down my castle, so the score is at 4-2, and I don't really have an answer. I can though kill Maui with and then along came Zeus' song. But I'm kind of backed into a corner here with seemingly not a lot of options and not a lot of inkables. They just go questing. Okay, well, I draw friends from the other side. I play rabbit, and that gets me a shift target. Maybe it's too little too late, but it is a shift target, so I decide to ink it. My thought process was something like, I can't play it this turn, so I would have to play it next turn, and then I would have to wait another turn to shift Jafar, and them still having Pinocchio being able to bounce back and down, I don't think it would survive a turn on the floor, so I will just ink it, and next turn I can play down Jafar straight to the field, and he has evasive, so even if they use Pinocchio on him, he would be safe. And now that I have drawn another inkable, I can get rid of the friends from the other side happily, because I still have another one, and I now can play Jafar straight to the field. I will not quest with the rabbit, because next turn I can sing Whole New World and sing Friends with the rabbit. They go questing with the goat, with Pinocchio, and then this just doesn't look great, you know what's coming. And it does come, we get the Be Prepared, and at this point it's 12-2. I don't really see a lot of hope for me, but because the rabbit was thrown into the graveyard, I do get a small Jafar back, which can filter the scene, and I have 2 of them now with my start of the turn. So I play him, and I see that the big Jafar is right there on the top. I play the rabbit, and then next turn maybe I can get my combo out. But turns out I can't, because they don't let me have a Jafar on the field for even a turn. They take it down with Teeth and Ambitions, play another rabbit, and I think it's just time for me to fold at this point. They are too strong. We haven't even seen their Lady Tremaines yet. This is just not looking good. It's very easy to counter Jafar if you know that he's a threat. They have meticulously took down every one of my Jafars. Here I again debate whether to play Jafar onto the field, but decide to go with the small one in hopes of me setting up Chernobyls and still having the rabbit down on the field as well. they play down Surfer Mini, which means that if they go to 16, and then I would just lost basically in 2 turns. But to top that, they play Titan Ambitions again, taking down my Jafar once more, and I'm usually very hopeful, but at this point, this was over. They go questing, and yep, it is over. Well done. I guess this old version of Ruby Amethyst is still strong against some of these builds. So moving on, we have Emerald Steel, and right now there is 2 choices. You can have the discard version, or you can have the Bayou, Sheriff, and Beast combo. I get rid of a bunch of cards, keeping 2 Jafars, because I'm wary of 1 is not being enough. They can just take him out. I ink one of the Jafars, because now I have 4, and I don't have the big guy, or the whole new world, so there is cards I still need. They ink the Mulan song, and I get the smash. I will ink the smash, because I have Fox on the field, and I want the Jafars in my hand, really. I need one of them to stick, because as we could see in the previous game, if I don't have Jafar to shift, or they kill Jafar when I play him, this deck, as it is right now, would fail. They play my favorite Fox, Robin Hood, and that means that I will play another Jafar down, and both of them have 2/2 as a life. Great, I have Jafar coming up in the top of the deck. I go questing because, you know, Robin Hood is a ticking time bomb. They can just exert him to ping one of the Jafars, and because they live in 2, they would kill the Jafar anyway. Emerald and Seal doesn't have rush, so I'm not afraid of them. What I'm afraid of is the pings and damages that they can do, and yeah, they started doing that, so basically that Jafar is doomed. Now that they have a challenger, I will not exert the other Jafar, because they would be able to take him out as well. I want to protect my other Jafar as well, however, so I play down Madame Mim and get rid of that nasty little fox. Nasty if you're playing against, very cool if you're playing with. And then I ink my remaining Jafars. So I have the Jafar to shift, I need the whole new world. They baboom my fox, luckily not my Jafar. And play down another Robin Hood. 2 turn ticking on this Jafar as well. I play down a rabbit to get the whole new world sooner. Without luck, because without the whole new world, my Jafar doesn't really mean a lot. I just go questing with it. Yeah, it gets taken out by Helga, who has a challenger +3, making him 4/4, which is very strong. Challenger +2, sorry. And the other Helga comes down on turn 5. So when that Helga quests, they can damage an already damaged character for 3 damage, which is very strong in combination with Robin Hood, because they can just ping my rabbit and it's damaged now. So next turn they can just take it out while Helga goes questing for 2 lore. I love that deck. I play along Came Zeus to take out Helga, because she's a real threat if you have Robin Hood on the field as well. With the rabbit, I take out Helga, the other Helga, get the card draw, and I put down the other Jafar. Now they play Strike a Good Match, so that means that they can draw a card, draw 2 cards, and they have to discard 1. Then they take out my Jafar with the smash. And I'm struggling to keep my Jafars on the field, but what's more pressing is that I don't have the card draw, the whole new world there. I play Rabbit, and I get Tinkerbell, which is great. So we are not inking her, we're inking Tiana, and that's it. they also have a Jafar, the Dreadnought. So when the Dreadnought banishes a character in a challenge, they can draw a card. I draw Maleficent, which makes me debate what to play for next turn, but I have to get going on the lore as well, because on turn 7 they could have that one turn kill set up with the Beast, the Bayou, and the Sheriff, so I just decided to play Tinkerbell and quest with the rabbit, because worst case scenario, Jafar takes it out, and then both of us get a card draw. And I'm fine with that. In their turn, they do take my Merlin out, but that's fine, because I can now take out potentially either one, and then if I banish it, I can damage the other one. So they use the Robin Hood to damage my Tinkerbell, but because now Robin Hood is exerted, I will be able to attack Robin Hood, get another damage, and then because Robin Hood will be banished, I can put another 2 damage on Jafar, which is what I'm thinking of doing. Before that, I play the Maleficent, and that gets me the Queen Castle, which is an immediate play, because that gets me to lore in the next turn. As I said, I take out Robin Hood, and with special effect of Tinkerbell, I also take out the other Jafar, adding something so that I have enough to move Tinkerbell to the castle, and then I pass. They play down Helga Sinclair, who is a Floodborn, and because they have Chief Bogo down, that means instant damage to all of my characters, and with that extra action, they can take down my Tinkerbell. They ink Robin Hood, and it's my turn. I have enough ink to play down the small Jafar, and that still doesn't get me a whole new world, but that's okay. I have the 4-cost 5 damage action to take down Helga again, I think, and I will just go questing. With the remaining ink, I will bring Jafar to the castle and not quest, because I'm still hoping I get the whole new world in time. On turn 6, they play down the Beast, which is what I was afraid of. Fear no more, because I have drawn the whole new world, which means I can sing it with Jafar after I shifted it, which I do. And maybe that is the bad choice here, because now they probably have the combo, but that combo depends on me having enough willpower for them to be able to ready Beast 10 times in this case, because they are 20 lore away from winning. I have 5 on Jafar and 2 on Maleficent, so that's 7. In my calculations, not enough for them to win anyway, even if they bring out the Sheriff and the Bayou. So I quest, I pull Maleficent to the castle, and pass. That's GG. Conclusion: this is a strong deck against some matchups, but it struggles if you don't have Jafar or Whole New World in your hand to play on turn 5. And there are many decks that can make you not achieve that, like ones featuring Ursula or Bare Necessities. As we saw, it's also a good strategy if they just keep banishing or shift targets and we cannot shift Jafar on turn 5. Maybe Jafar functions better as a side character in some of the decks that already have draws, but what are your thoughts? And until the next time, happy loring everyone!